Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my MLB 16 The Show franchise. This year we're going to be doing something very, very special. I'm going to be doing a fantasy draft franchise right now for you guys, so that I'm going to do this live actually. Let me throw that in there. I'm doing this live as we speak, this draft. We're going to draft at least the first 25 rounds together, but the thing that's special about this is I'm going to use this team for the next 3 years. I tried to do that with my Toronto Blue Jays franchise. I tried to keep it going, but honestly, I just had such good players that it wasn't fun anymore. I had Chris Bryant, Mike Trout, Anthony Rizzo, Bryce Harper, Javi Baez. I just had so many bona fide studs on that team that it wasn't fun anymore. And I really want to pick the Cubs to do this fantasy draft franchise with, because the Cubs are my absolute favorite team. I've grown up a huge Cubs fan, and they're doing great this season, but I can't do that. If I'm going to do a Cubs franchise, it's going to be a straight-up Cubs franchise, and that is not going to be this year because I need to do a lot of catching up. So we're going to go with my close second favorite team, Colorado Rockies. I absolutely love Coors Field. It is beautiful. It is one of the most beautiful parks in all of baseball. Plus, they have that really, really sexy uniform that I really dig. So with my number one overall pick, there's a lot of talent that I can go after here. But if you guys know anything about me in real life, you'll know that this is a no-brainer for me because he's still on the board. My favorite baseball player right now, my brother Nolan Arenado, because he is absolutely fire at third base with the glove. He can rake for days at the plate, plus his name is Nolan. So, our number 2 overall pick, this is where it's going to get a little bit tougher because there's a lot of great players out here. I would take Kevin Kiermaier. He is a fantastic fielder, but I really want to get a very offensively talented player with my second overall pick. And Christian Yelich actually gives me quite a run for my money there because I really do want to take Christian Yelich, but since he's still on the board, I think I have to take Francisco Lindor just because having that lockdown shortstop is one of the best things that you can probably do in this game. And I know Chris Bryant is still here, and I absolutely love Chris Bryant, and I want to take Chris Bryant so bad, but locking up left field with Christian Yelich and the fact that he is on a fantastic deal for years to come, if I want to keep this franchise going past the amount of years I said I would do, Christian Yelich is a perfect cornerstone to build with for the future. So my computer right now is going crazy hot, so I'm just going to make sure that we don't exceed any temperatures. So I got my temperature monitor up. We should be fine. And now we're going to go and simulate up until the 4th round. A lot more players are going to go, which is unfortunate because a lot of these players are guys that I really want to draft because obviously you're going in order of how good these players are. But if we got to pick someone, I really want to draft Charlie Blackmon here because I really like Charlie Blackmon, but Kevin PR is so much younger. Nomar Peraza's a potential. It really comes down to a battle of Charlie Blackmon and Kevin PR, and Kevin PR is the better fielder. He's a little bit faster, but he's not as great at stealing. I think I might take Charlie Blackmon. But I'm going to weigh all my options. I'm going to see what else is out here. Addison Russell's down here. I love Addison Russell. He's a Cub. Obviously, I love Addison Russell. Ben Zobrist. Joe Panic. Joe Panic wouldn't be a good pick. He's a very high contact guy. Starlin Castro. I think I might pick Starlin Castro in the next round, to be honest. I like Starlin Castro. Freddie Freeman. Will Myers. That's the thing. If you don't take a first baseman within like the first couple rounds, you're not going to get a great first baseman. And so, same thing goes with catcher. So, I'm probably not going to get a good first baseman or a catcher. Probably not going to get a great closer either. But, right now, I think I want to take my first starting pitcher because starting pitcher is starting to get a little bit thin. So, what do I prioritize when picking a starting pitcher? I prioritize their control and their contracts, and my computer is getting scarily hot right now, so I'm hoping it doesn't overheat. I'm actually, really quick, I'm going to turn the fans on a little higher. I'm sorry if you guys can hear it over the mic, but I really need to turn the fans on because my computer is getting super hot, and I don't want it to overheat, because that would be a really bad situation, because I've had enough problems with this computer overheating as is. So we're just going to keep the fans at like a nice level to the fact where they can work, but they're not going to be too disruptive to the audio. Hopefully that's not too bad. Hopefully it doesn't sound like I'm in the middle of a Middle of a runway, and there's all these planes around me. What do I want? Who do I want to take? That's the question here. And I really think the answer is not a pitcher. I really don't want to draft a pitcher here. I think I want to draft either Joe Panic or Charlie Blackmon. I'm going to draft Charlie Blackmon, and then I'm going to go back and draft Joe Panic, because I feel like... Oh, of course, Joe Panic's gone now. I'm going to try to draft Starlin Castro in the next round. Hopefully that works out. Justin Bour, Prince Fielder. I could draft Prince Fielder. Wouldn't be a good decision, but I could draft Prince Fielder. Alright, so... I don't want to take Michael Pineda. And I really don't want to take Drew Pomeranz either. I wanted to get like a solid ace, but there are no solid aces left. I get Steven Matz. I like Steven Matz. He's pretty good. He's an 81. Kenta Maeda. We're going to go with Steve Matz. He's not an ace-level pitcher, but he's a pretty good building block, a young building block. I try to avoid a lot of older players or veterans here because I just like building my teams young. I feel like that's a good philosophy, is to build your team as young as you can. Adam Eaton is going to be my next outfield target. Or Billy Burns. Yeah, I like Billy Burns. Michael Conforto. Second base, of course. Starlin Castro is gone. DJ LeMahieu is here, though. But he's DJ LeMahieu. I might actually take Hervé Solarte in the future round. He could play first base, so Solarte wouldn't be a bad investment. Let's take Will Myers. Why not take Will Myers? He's not great, that's why you shouldn't take Will Myers, but I took Will Myers regardless, and I feel pretty confident in that decision. Ooh, Joe Ross. I like Joe Ross, but Kyle Hendricks. I've loved Kyle Hendricks ever since the Cubs acquired him. I watched some of his minor league games. He is a fantastic pitcher, in my opinion. He's got great stuff. He's got great stuff and great control, and right now, I think the next round is where a lot of the relief pitchers go, so I'm going to take Dellin Betances now. Yes, that was a perfect move, so that I can get two of the top relief pitchers. So we're going to take Dellin Betances, and we're also going to take Ken Giles, so that way we have two, like, lockdown guys in our bullpen who can just form a really solid back end of the bullpen, because that's really what you need in this game, is a solid back end of the bullpen. You don't really need to have your middle guys be as good, but if your back end is really good, then you're golden. James Paxton, I like James Paxton. He was a guy that really helped me out in fantasy baseball a couple years ago. It looks like the guys that I was targeting are gone now for my third outfielder. I accidentally hit triangle there. I do not want Coco Crisp. Marcell Ozuna, though. I could see myself taking Marcell Ozuna. I could also see myself waiting. I could see myself taking Kyle Schwarber as my catcher. You know what? I might just take Kyle Schwarber as my catcher. And Yangervis Solarte is gone. Damn it! Devon Travis? So many decisions. His defense, though. And I really like good defensive catchers. So, Scooter Gennett. No, we're going to go with Devon Travis. He's young. He's a solid infielder. I feel good about my decision to take him. So my team is really starting to take shape here. I'm really actually liking my team. Got to get that last outfielder in here. Gregory Polanco could be a potential guy. Oh, dude, got to take Kike Hernandez. I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm hoping it's Kike, not Kike. I don't know if it's okay to say that. I'm really hoping that's his name and I'm not mispronouncing it. So we need to take another pitcher, Ruby De La Rosa. C potential. I also like getting high potential guys. Jimmy Nelson, B potential, really high control rating. So let's move on to the 14th round. We're almost there, guys. And this is a huge run on pitchers. Adam Warren, maybe. He'd be a nice everyday guy. Zach Wheeler. Ooh. His control is not great. We've got our rotation almost completely sold. So we could honestly just take like a veteran guy to throw in here and grab a prospect a little bit later in the draft, which is what I think I might do. I wanted to take Julio Urias, but I'm looking for someone who I like more than Julio. I really like Daniel Norris, but I don't want to take another lefty. I'm looking for Lucas Giolito. There he is, Lucas Giolito. He's a 69 overall. I could probably wait a couple rounds to take Giolito. This is the back end of the turn. So, it'd be a nice time to take another outfielder. But I already have my outfielders. Preston Tucker, not a good choice. Barry Danny Santana. Whoa! Danny Santana might be a nice third outfielder. I was thinking of Domingo Santana. That's why that contact rating really threw me off. I was thinking Domingo Santana. I was like, whoa! How did his contact rating get so high in this game? Yeah, it's needless to say that was not Domingo Santana. I am actually going to take Jake Marisnick because I like his defense. He's got really high defensive ratings, and I really actually highly value that in a pitcher. His control is shit. I'm not taking that. Kevin Segrist, he's a nice lefty to add to the bullpen. So we've got 3 really good relief pitchers now for our bullpen, which I'm really happy with. And I feel like I need to take a 4th now because there's been a huge run on relievers. Sean Marshall. Screw it, I'm taking Sean Marshall. Sean Marshall is a guy that I loved watching as a kid because I would watch his Cubs games all the time. Why do I always come back to the Cubs? I'm always like, I like this person because Cubs. I like this person because Cubs. Jamar Gomez, maybe. Christian Vasquez. I want him to be my catcher. I want Christian Vasquez and Steve Clevenger. Could platoon them behind the plate. Matt Adams, can't take him. Tony Kemp. Nah. Yeah, we've really got our team filled out, so it's time to take catchers. So we're going to take Christian Vasquez in this round, and then hopefully in the next round we can swing back and we can pick up Steve Clevenger. Alright, let's grab a hold of Steve Clevenger. I am feeling really, really, really good about this team. Most of the time that I draft teams, I don't feel as good as I do right now. Cliff Lee, he's going to start off with a really high control rating, but it's another lefty to add the... I have too many lefties already. I just want a righty. I think I found him. I'm going to take Bartolo Colon just because he's Bartolo Colon, and it would make my team an absolute meme if we took Bartolo Colon. So that means I'm definitely going to be adding one Mr. Lucas Giolito now. Although he's not that close to Major League Ready, and John Gray is, so I'm going to take John Gray. Then I'm going to take Lucas Giolito. Lucas Giolito is going to be like my #1 prospect. Because I have a lot of faith in Giolito. He's never let me down in a franchise before. Plus, he's 21 years old, and there's a lot of upside there. Alright, 27. What round is this? 22? Nice. It's getting late. Alright, so I need to come up with an outfielder who I can call on. He can definitely be a pinch runner late in the ball game. But let's look for an outfielder who can be a pinch hitter. I like Sam Folds' defense, but I can't take him. He doesn't hit enough. Kristen Orfia? Nah. David DeJesus. I don't know. Blake Swihart, maybe. Dansby Swanson. Oh, I'm already stacked in the middle infield, though. How can Dansby Swanson hit? It's 22. Do I roll the dice on a Dansby Swanson, or do I sure up a bench spot with a Jose Ramirez? He's not as good as I was hoping he'd be. He's a lot better in my other franchises, although that other franchise is in 2020 by now, so he's had a lot of time to develop. Ozzy Abiles. He's 19. I'll take Dansby Swanson. Just because that gives me, like, a lot of trade leverage in having Dansby Swanson. I'm going to take another reliever because you always need relievers for your bullpen. Ryan Harper has no control. Patton has no control. Come on, let's find us a good reliever. Sterling Primo, no. Randall Delgado. I don't really want to take Delgado. I'm just going to let it fill out the rest of the bullpen for me, to be honest. It's the easiest thing to do at this point. So let's just look for a couple of backup infielders. Tommy La Stella? No. Jimmy Paredes? No. I mean, no, not Kawasaki. I might just wind up taking another backup outfielder. Jose Tabata? No. It might have to be James Jones. He's got some of the highest contact of all these guys left. However, I'm going to take David Dahl because he can become the replacement for Charlie Blackmon. And he's a future star for the Colorado Rockies, and I want him in my franchise. Same with John Gray. I didn't even think about John Gray. John Gray is a Rocky, too. It's funny how things work out. As Lewis Coleman, not Casey Coleman. There we go. More Cubs. Casey Coleman. I always have Cubs on the brain. Cubs baseball. Yep. La Stella. Urshela. Goriel. Guerrero. I don't know. I don't know who to pick, guys. Do I just take Javi Baez? I'll just take another A potential infielder. I think I'm just going to let the team, or the game itself, fill out the rest of my team. I'm going to take Albert Almora, because why not? I'm going to make one more pick, and then I'm going to turn it over to the AI to pick me the rest of my team. I'm going to pick another starting pitching prospect, just in case, because you can never have too many starting pitching prospects. Tyler Glass now is good, but that control rating is just... it's not up to the level that I like to see it at. Blake Snell? Yeah, Blake Snell's good enough. Alright, that's going to be it. Nah, we don't want to do that. We want to simulate the rest of the draft. So, guys, I want to thank you for watching. It has been an absolute blast to sit here and draft for you guys. Hopefully, you guys enjoy the video, and I want to thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, please don't forget to drop a like rating. Comment down below, let me know what you thought, and I want to thank you guys for watching.